Francisco, on that one play in the rundown, just can you take us through the entire mentality and thought process when you're aggressive? You realize there's going to be a play there, but now you switch to trying to get that run in.
Yeah. So it was a bad play turned into an okay play. We have one of the best hitters in the league behind me. Out of the hand, I saw Walker. I'm thinking if he overthrows the cutoff man, I'm going to put myself in scoring position, thinking me and Tehran could be in second and third for Soto. So it was pretty high, and then Contreras just cut it, and then at that point it just turned into all right, how do we get Tyrone to home plate, just try to survive as long as I can to try to get Tyrone to score. Mm-hmm. Tyrone did a fantastic job of reading how aggressive they were towards me and went to the plate. So the props here are to Tyrone.
Was he already going to the plate because you were motioning for him to advance? Or
when I peeked at third base, he was still he was looking at the whole entire play, trying to decide whether he wanted to go or not. And then I just told him to go. I don't know if that was the deciding factor for him, but I just felt like he did a really good job of making sure he ran all the way through home plate.
How much are you paying attention to him on the base pass in the middle of the rundown versus just trying to stay in it as long as you possibly can?
In the middle of the rundown, I peeked. I saw him still kind of shuffling at third base, and then after that, when I saw him taking off, it was just a matter of I got to be faster than one of these guys to not get tagged. Then I survived for the next second or two.
Does that type of base running say something about the aggressiveness of this team?
Like I said, it was a mistake turned into something good. So it says more about Tyrone and Sarby at third base than he actually says about me.
I know you're a pretty big mentor to Vientos. I know that everybody around him has been saying, hey, just stick with it. It's going to come. Do you think that he needed that, though, just to kind of exhale today?
100%. He did it. So now on to the next. He's been having good at-bats the whole entire year. It just hasn't gone his way. It's just I think if he stays to the process, if he continues to have good at-bats, he's going to end up having a successful year. He's a really good hitter. That he's taking the right pitches. He's swinging on the right pitches. It's just a matter of time for him. It's just he's got to stay the course, keep grinding, keep his head down, and at the end of the year, he's going to hopefully hit his 30, 40 home runs. Whatever his goals are, I'm sure he's going to achieve them.
Francisco, what stood out to you about Canning tonight?
He executed. I felt like his fastball was very live, and then his changeup he threw for strike, his slider he threw for strike. So every pitch he threw for strike, and whenever you have every pitch working for you, good things happen. He kept being aggressive. He attacked the strike zone, and I felt like he even Torrance were in a really good pace.
You guys have won 7 of the 8 games, and you've got a leadoff hit. Do you think there's a tangible impact?
Damn. How many more games we have? 140? I better get 140 more leadoff base hits. No, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, my job as a leadoff guy is to get things going. I guess the guys they feed off that. You just got to continue to stay the course, keep grinding, keep having quality at bats, and try to get 140 more.
So, Mark, I know you've been keeping positive, feeling good about the at-bats you've been taking, but when one finally clears the fence, is that kind of an exhale moment for you?
It's a good feeling for sure. Like you said, just trying to stay positive, have good at-bats, and it's easy to stay positive when your team's winning, so that's always a good thing.
Do you think that was gone off the bat?
Yeah.
How did you use your first off day yesterday?
I don't know. I treat my off days kind of the same. Like if I'm playing, I don't really do much different.
Mark, what did you see from Griffin today?
he's been stellar. He's been looking good. Happy that we got him on our team. He's been doing his thing, and I think the pitching and the bullpen have been lights out. They've been a big reason why we've been winning ball games.
We talked about it the other day, how you like the at-bats that you're taking, which has helped you stay positive. What have you liked about the at-bats that you've been taking, and do you see things finally starting to come together?
I've been liking the hard hit contact that I've been having and just like walking. And yeah, I mean, if you stick to the process and just do that over and over again every single day when you're playing and just have good at-bats, they're eventually going to go your way.
Does it mean a little more to win the first game of a homestand, particularly against two tough teams coming up?
Yeah, for sure.
Griffin, we've seen you rely heavily on the slider changeup early this season. Went back to heavy fastball usage today. What made the fastball in particular so effective tonight?
Yeah, just kind of felt like they were sitting off speed, so felt like the fastball had pretty good life. So yeah, just kind of rolling what was working and on the same page as Louis back there. So yeah, thankful for him to be back there calling a great game.
Mendy said a couple days ago you were pretty weak. How'd you feel out there physically?
I felt pretty good. Yeah, yeah, bounced back good enough, and yeah, got hydrated and got everything right and ready to go tonight.
How sick were you?
Yeah, just I didn't feel very good. So yeah, obviously not good enough to throw on Wednesday, which sucks. But yeah, glad I could throw tonight.
I'm curious in the spring, early conversations that you had with Jeremy Hefner, maybe being open to ways that he could get the best out of you. What were those conversations like?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of leaning on my best pitches, the slider and the changeup, but I'm really happy about tonight. I threw some cutters to lefties towards the end of the game, threw a couple curveballs. So I feel like tonight is kind of the blueprint of, in an ideal world, obviously it matters kind of the approach that the hitters on the other team are taking against me, but tonight is how I want to pitch.
I think you had thrown 2 total curveballs in your previous starts before tonight. You threw like 5 or 6 of them tonight. Why was that?
Yeah, I mean, the hitters are good, right? Like, they're going to go into a game watching video and having an approach against me, too. So just being able to throw something in there that's a little different speed, different look, I think kind of helps me in the long run.
As you've changed how you attack hitters, how much have you seen teams kind of change their approach against you as the season's gone on?
Yeah, I mean, tonight, those lefties were 100% selling out for changeup. So felt it pretty early in the game, just kind of some of the swings that they took right away on changeups. So yeah, just constantly playing the game and just pitching.
Is that something you have to talk about with Louis in game, or you both are kind of know it without talking about it? How does that work?
Early in the game, Donovan singled on that changeup, and we both kind of looked at each other like, yeah, like he's probably sitting on that. So yeah, some days it's easier than others to kind of pick up what they're looking for, but yeah, like I said, just me and Louis were kind of on the same page on what we wanted to do.
Do you feel like you've gotten better at that sort of thing as your career has progressed, and specifically into this year?
I think it kind of boils down to how just how present I am on any given day. Like the more I can kind of get out of my own way and just kind of let my intuition and stuff like that come to me, I feel like it usually I usually don't overpitch, and it kind of like just those feelings come to me of when I should throw something. So yeah, felt like that tonight.